Yo guys, I got some amazing tips that I've not really shared with you guys yet within this game that's going to help you guys play a lot better. So imagine yourself playing this game and you're just playing over and over, dying over and over again, and you're going up, you're running to the enemies, they keep killing you and all that kind of stuff. We're about to change that now. We're about to make you that player that the enemies hate, that guy that kills every single enemy and all that kind of stuff. So guys, check out this video today. We're going to be talking about 6 pro tips that nobody really shares on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And these are a lot of tips that I've never given you guys before. So we're going to talk about every single one, and there's actually roughly about 12 tips this video, but 6 of them kind of go into the other 6, so I don't want to say it's 12. We're gonna go ahead, guys, give you these tips. It's amazing. Enjoy the video. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be talking about getting you a lot better at this game. You want to start killing people a lot more, staying alive longer, getting those higher streaks, and possibly earning a nuclear, your first ever one if you haven't got one yet. Speaking of that, let me know down in the comments below your highest gun streak in the game, whether it's 10, 15, 20, or even 30. Let me know what it is down in the comments below. I want to see what type of streaks people normally go on in Modern Warfare, because this game is very different to the previous Call of Duties. This one plays differently. You got to play a lot smarter, and you got to think about everything you're about to do within this game. But before we get into it, guys, if you could drop a huge fat like on this video, that would be truly appreciated. And if you guys could subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications as well, I would truly appreciate the living hell out of you. But let's get into these tips. The first one you want to do is play smart. Now that might seem like such a simple task. You got to start thinking about what you're doing, right? But you actually got to start thinking ahead and planning every single route you want to take. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. Let's say you're playing on Shoot House and you're on the side of the map where you have the upstairs. So you're all the way on that side of the map, and then the right side you got the junkyard, and the left side you got the shipping containers. You see all the enemies at the shipping containers, and what do you decide to do? You decide to run to the shipping containers from your spawn. That is the wrong thing to do, because that's where the enemies expect you to come out of. What you should be doing instead is probably going through the middle of the map and catching them from the side, or going all the way around and catching them from the back, and that is called flanking. And you guys should be definitely doing that. But there's a lot of people, when they play this game, they see enemies straight ahead and they just start sprinting straight towards them, and that is the worst thing you could do, because they're gonna catch you, man, and they're gonna knock you the heck out. So make sure that you actually plan everything. You see a bunch of enemies in one area, don't stand right in front of them and make yourself an easy target. Make yourself hard to see, hard to find, and all that kind of stuff. Now another one I want to give you guys, and the first tip I understand and this one aren't the greatest tips, but that's because I wanted to get them out of the way first. We're getting into the better tips after this one here, but you gotta definitely change your controls. You want to play on stick and move, and you definitely want to flip your shoot buttons. So let's say you're shooting with R2 and L2, that might feel nice and comfortable, but you want to flip it so you shoot from L1 and R1. Now that might feel weird for the first few games, but trust me, this game has very fast time to kill. It's super easy to kill people in this game, and whoever shoots first pretty much wins. So you want every single millisecond you could possibly gain, and flipping those controls gives you a faster time to shoot. Those buttons take way less to press down, and it's just a lot easier. And when you play on stick and move, you can start jumping around, you can start doing everything without moving your thumb from the joystick. So that just makes it a lot easier as well. You could be aiming while jumping and all that kind of stuff. So make sure to play on stick and move and flip controls. Now, one of the best tips somebody ever gave me in the past, and I've been using it ever since and doing it ever since, and I got this tip back in Black Ops 2, is to aim for the chest. Always, every single time, you guys gotta aim at the chest. Yes, you will still get headshots, and that's because the recoil on your gun is gonna kick up and give you those headshots. But once you aim at the chest, even if you get shot by the enemy and you start flinching and stuff, you will still be shooting him. But if you're aiming at the head, thinking that's the easiest place to kill someone, the second the enemy starts shooting at you, your gun is gonna bounce up, and none of those bullets are gonna connect on his body whatsoever. But when you aim at that chest, guys, trust me, you will be getting those shots on, and it will be helping you out a lot. Especially if the enemy starts shooting you, they're actually going to be helping you rather than anything else. They're going to be helping you by kicking your gun upwards and shooting themselves in the head. So make sure you guys always aim for the chest. Now another one I want to tell you guys is to never stack up with teammates. And what I mean by this is never stay with your teammates. Sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's not. But if you see all your teammates on one side of the map, you definitely know that all the enemies are on the other side of the map, and every other lane is open for the enemies to come by freely. So make sure that you don't just stay with your teammates all the time. Another thing people do is they group up in twos, And yes, this might be good, but let's say you're the guy behind your teammate, you might not see the enemy that well, and the other guy will get a collateral on you both and drop you both out of the game. So make sure to never stack with teammates. There is some occasions where it's good to stay with teammates, but there's a lot of times where stacking up with teammates actually is a worse thing for you. Another one I want to tell you guys is to play with one sensitivity lower on vertical than you have on horizontal. I'll explain that in a second. So let's say you're playing on a horizontal sensitivity of 9, change your vertical to 8. This might sound weird, this might not sound fun, but somebody told me this just a week ago and I've been playing like this and it really does help a lot. I don't know what it is, I can't really put my finger on it, but it is such a way better way to aim down sights and aim at people and stuff like that. So if your horizontal is at 8, put your vertical to 7. It just feels so much better, and I can't really explain why, but trust me, I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. Definitely do that. And another thing you want to do is to set your aim response curve to dynamic. This helps you guys a lot. It helps you get those kills, it helps you stick on those enemies and all that kind of stuff. And I know there's a lot of different like aiming settings and stuff within this game that a lot of people just don't understand, but trust me, put it to dynamic, it's gonna feel really damn good. Now I also want to give you guys another tip, and this is one when you're actually running around the map. These are the 6 tips that I want to talk about that kind of go with the other ones but really don't at the same time. So what you want to do is run through buildings instead of running out in the open streets. When you run out on the open streets, you're an easy target to see. When you run through the buildings, there's a lot of things you can start hiding behind, there's a lot of corners you could get behind and stuff like that. You also want to stick to the walls if you are running out in the open. If you're running out on a big open street, don't stay in the middle of the big open street. Get all the way to the side and stay beside some walls, making yourself harder to see, a little harder to hit, and much easier to get to cover if you really need to. You also want to check every single corner possible. You don't want to leave any corners open because there's that one corner that you're going to not check, and that's where an enemy is going to be. So make sure you guys check every single one. It doesn't matter, it takes a few seconds out of your game and it does help you out a lot more than you think. And you should also be pre-firing everywhere you think an enemy is. If you think there's an enemy head glitching behind a bus or something, go ahead and start pre-firing there. You might lose a few bullets if there is no one there, but chances are there's a lot of people, especially if you think someone's there, there's gonna be someone there. So make sure you guys pre-fire a lot. And another thing, you also want to hip fire before aiming down sights whenever you're in mid to close range. The reason you want to do this is because sometimes aiming down sights could take a long time, but once you start hip firing, you will connect a few bullets to the enemy. By the time you actually aim down sights, you will already have the enemy halfway dead. So make sure that you guys actually start hip firing too. A lot of people don't do this. A lot of people aim down sights before starting to shoot, but trust me, hip firing is really damn good. And another one you want to do is always head glitch. When you're running around the map, if you see areas where the enemies are going to come by or you think they're coming by, make sure to hop yourself onto a head glitch super fast and get some nice easy kills. Now the last tip I want to talk about within this video is to play with way too much confidence. If you play and you think you're gonna die a lot, chances are you're gonna die a lot. If you play hyperactive and you have a lot of confidence, that is really damn good. Like, I've noticed my best games are the ones where I'm talking out loud. I usually have a friend in the party or something, and I just go off. I just say like, okay, I'm gonna go smack him, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that, I'm gonna go drop that guy, I'm gonna go melt this guy, and it works, dude. Call out exactly what you're doing and it works every single time. Be like, oh, there's an enemy up in the window, bang bang bang. Say it like that, say the bang 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 as well, and smack them out of there, man. Trust me, it actually works. I know it sounds weird, but it actually does work. You gotta play cocky, you gotta play with overconfidence, and you gotta play like super hyperactive as well. And playing like this, I don't know why, at least for me, it makes me do so much better in a whole lot of games. And I just don't understand the reasoning for that, but I guess just knowing that I don't care and I'm just going out there running out in the open and all that kind of stuff, it just, I don't know what it is, man. I just go crazy. Like, it's fun. So I have some games where I'm playing and I'm like super boring and stuff, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go and die, and I die. Then I have those other games where I'm like, I ain't dying, man, I'm dropping this guy easy, and boom, it happens, man. All right, so guys, make sure to follow these tips. Like I said, these are some tips that a lot of people don't end up sharing. A lot of people just give the same basic tips over and over again. I want to change it up. Like, I've made a lot of videos on tips, I understand that, but at least in every video I give you guys something new, something that's actually worth doing, something worth changing within your game style to make you guys a lot better within the game. But that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel down below if you guys are new around here, and turn on those notifications, and let me know your highest kill streak in this game down in the comments below as well, guys. Thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.